You have to talk to patients, lazima uwasiliane nao. How do you navigate that? And what are some of the challenges that you face in pursuing your course?
In the year 2025, January, I had a dream that I could become a nurse. But my parents were like, no, that was impossible. Then I had to find an interpreter, and I had to advocate because I initially studied ICT and networks, but that was not satisfactory for me. So I had to really advocate for this, and then I had to, I initially enrolled, and in that institution they asked me, now they were surprised because I was a deaf person. So they asked me how I was going to navigate this course. But I told them that I was going to navigate through the use of a sign language interpreter. So I never gave up, and I found the school, Itiba College. I went there and discussed with the managers and the directors. So initially they were not welcoming that idea because they were wondering, as a deaf person, was it really possible for me to be in this field? But now I had to really advocate, and through the help of an interpreter who I'm always together with, they accepted, and I went on with my studies. So I began my studies. I went on learning through the help of an interpreter. So sometimes the interpreter had to be left aside so that the teachers can be able to assess whether I'm learning or not. So I was examined. During the exams, the interpreter usually stays aside. So I passed my exams, and that really made me happy. So in the month of September, I now began my attachment. I initially had dreadlocks. So when I went into the hospital, St. Francis Community Hospital, I went into the nursing hospital first. I mean, the Department of Nursing. So when they saw me, they saw that it was really unprofessional having dreadlocks. So they asked me to go and shave because the rules of the hospital did not allow that. So I accepted that because they also told me that I really looked so handsome without those dreadlocks. So I went into the hospital. After they accepted me, I went into the antenatal clinic, all those departments to see how it goes by during my attachment. In the morning, I come to work at around 8. Then some people are really surprised in the hospital that as a deaf person, how comes I'm a deaf nurse? So when I go into the antenatal clinic, they try speaking to me, but I tell them that I cannot be able to hear, but I hand them a notebook and we write back and forth. If there's anything that is too difficult, they talk to my bosses or my supervisors, and they can be able to facilitate in communication. So sometimes when an expectant lady needs assistance, they can be able to speak, but I can be able to read their lips, because they can sometimes be telling me that maybe they're feeling some sort of pain. So I can be able to do the basic tests, like those basic tests, like taking the blood tests, or maybe even the blood pressure tests, and those kinds of simple tests. As per now, I can be able to do that and record. So after that, I also have been having the opportunity of visiting all these other departments, interacting with patients, and they ask me sometimes, am I able to hear even a little bit? And I tell them, yes, I can be able to hear a little bit. So sometimes we use gestures, and I can be able to understand. When they write to me what they need, I bring it to the doctors, and the doctors can be able to assist. So this has been really helpful. Some of them know sign language, the simple signs like good morning, good evening, such kinds of signs, and I can be able to teach them, like, this is the sign for doctor, this is the sign for nurse, and we can be able to interact in our day-to-day work. So when I began my attachment up to date, I don't use my interpreter. I have built my confidence, and so far so good.
Thank you so much. The medical fraternity